How's it going, everybody? The one MFP here. I hope you're all doing great today. And I'm back again with another 21 Pilots video today. And this time, for the first time in quite some time, we go back in time because I'm reacting to something that I have not yet reacted to. Basically, the reason I'm doing this is because I recently posted my reaction to the I Am Clancy video that 21 Pilots recently posted. And in doing so, I noticed that there were definitely some clips in that video from past music videos that I was familiar with, but then other clips I was less familiar with. And then I went through the playlist that they posted. They posted a playlist called 21 Pilots The Story, and it had, well, I have it up right here. It's 8 minus 1, because the first one is I Am Clancy. So 7 music videos, and I'd seen all of them except the last 2, which led me to the conclusion that I'd missed a couple. And you guys had mentioned it as well in the comments for my I Am Clancy reaction. It kind of led me to making a mistake also, just not having that information that was probably provided in the 2 music videos that I missed. It led me to misunderstand which bishop died off in the I Am Clancy video. So I figured, you know what, it makes sense for me to go back and watch these music videos that I missed. And some of you mentioned being interested in seeing me react to these videos if I had the chance to do so before the new music video comes out. So I figured, why not? So that's what I'm going to be doing here today. I'm going to be starting with Saturday. Hopefully I'll have a chance to get to The Outside as well before the new song, and I'll have that posted before the reaction to the new song as well. So we're going to start here with Saturday. If you're new to the channel and you're not familiar with my content, if you're unaware, I've already reacted to the song Saturday as part of my album reaction to Scaled and Icy. So you could find my reaction to the song itself in that video. I'll have it linked down below. This video is mainly going to be focusing on the music video and maybe how the lyrics relate to what I'm seeing in the music video, what I'm noticing in it. So yeah, without further ado, let's jump right into this music video and react. Alright, so there's the boat from I Am Clancy.
Slow down on Monday, not a sound on Wednesday. Yeah. Lose my sense of time on 2 weeks, feel like days. Medicate in the afternoon, and I just want to know, have you lost your footing too?
Alright, so are those bishops too?
Just pray that I'm not losing.
These red hooded people.
Circles in my fishbowl, that exaggerate the life we used to know. Slow down on Monday.
Alright, so yeah, they're definitely bishops, right?
Wednesday, yeah. Might get loud on Friday. Ooh, you're good. Thought I would dance with you. Might get loud on Friday. But on Saturday, we paint the town. Feeling great. Life moves slow on the ocean floor. Feeling great. I can't feel the waves anymore. Did the tide forget to move? I just pray that I'm not losing you. Catch me floating.
Oh,
That exaggerate the life we used to know.
oh, there's trash. Oh! Oh, man.
Working on music?
Yeah,
I'll just go to bed. I'm tired.
I want to watch Friends with you.
If you feel like you have time,
It's kind of hilarious that they included this part.
just go for it.
Josh with the scream in the background. All these instruments working underwater. Wait, where did the trash go? Oh, there he is. All these people seem to be free, with Tyler and Josh as well. Or Clancy and Unknown in the context of this story. Oh, is that it? Is that it? Yeah, that's it. Yeah. So, yeah, Clancy and Unknown. I'm assuming Josh is still unknown, his identity within this lore. Alright, so quick summary of what we saw there. We saw Josh and Tyler on a submarine surrounded by what I'm assuming are bishops. They were, they had those red cloaks and whatnot. It starts off with them singing on top of the submarine, but then they kind of go down after having picked up a few people. But I think the main point is they held that concert underwater, basically against their will, especially if we take into account what the I Am Clancy video was saying. This was definitely put together by the bishops. They were using Tyler and Josh to gather these people and have influence over them. And one could assume that they would use that influence to encourage them to participate in vialism. What I get out of that is that they would use these people to spread their way of thinking. And then if you bring in a song like Never Take It and implement the lyrics of that song into what we're seeing here, we kind of get an extension of the notion, right? We have they're trying hard to weaponize you and I will never take it. I kind of read into that as they're trying to use us against us so that they could gain strength on their end. Now that they know information is just a currency and nothing more, keep the truth in quotations, it's kind of like they're robbing these people of their truth and implementing their beliefs into these people so that those people could then go and spread those beliefs, and then that's how the information becomes a currency, right? This information and disinformation becomes their wealth. It's their method for solidifying their power and their existence altogether. And bringing that outside of the context of the lore itself and back into, I guess, what the metaphor I think is set for. These bishops seem to represent various fears and negative thoughts that Tyler may have. They're fears and thoughts that he's personified into people in the context of a story. I think ultimately what he's trying to get at is that these fears will kind of overtake whatever he believes or thinks he believes, maybe truths he's already established, and they'll kind of instill this insecurity in him, which will then have him questioning things that he's already kind of proven to himself. And if he allows that to happen, he gets dragged back to Dima. It's a place where he's functioning based on thoughts and beliefs that don't necessarily belong to him. He's just acting in a way to keep himself safe based on the information his fears have instilled within him. But anyways, moving on to the next part of the video, we move into the part where we start to see Trash circling about, and he ends up freeing Tyler and Josh and the rest of the people in the submarine. Now, the thing I kind of found interesting about this is we kind of saw Trash hold this same role in Shy Away, if I'm not wrong. I remember Tyler and Josh and a bunch of, I guess, duplicates of them being on like this platform and performing there, and Trash was kind of flying around that, and he ended up destroying that platform. Now in this video, they're performing underwater, and he ends up freeing them from that. So it begs the question, what is Trash's role in all this? A dragon could truly be symbolic for many things, but the first thing that comes to mind for me is very powerful creature. Like, it represents something that's going to be overwhelmingly powerful. He's portrayed these fears and these bishops to be so conniving and so methodical in their approach, right? They're trying to take away something that is so important to him and use it against him. And Tyler has fought battles against them countless times. It's been present throughout all of 21 Pilots' music, really. At times it's felt to him like the obstacles that those bishops and those fears put in front of him were insurmountable. So utilizing a dragon in that context kind of shows to me that he has something in his corner that he feels could help him destroy all the paradigms that have been set. It's like a source of strength that he could hardly explain. It's a mythical creature that's on his side. So basically, to conclude that, I just feel like the dragon, Trash, represents this power that he has on his side to break free from anything, no matter how difficult it may seem. How no matter how difficult the situation may be, he has something on his side that can get him through. And before moving forward in the video and talking about the part where they're actually broken free and them rising to the surface of the water, there's a few things I do want to cover that came to mind as I was watching this. Firstly, they're underwater for this concert, and I think there's a certain significance to that. Of course, in the lyrics, there's mention of life moves slow on the ocean floor. That also happens to be the part where Jenna calls in, and it's kind of like that's a break from this world he's created and a peek into reality. I don't think it's a coincidence that that happens as Trash breaks them free from the submarine. So I think we could kind of merge the content of both the lyrics and this music video with the ideas that we were presented with in Chlorine, where Tyler kind of acknowledges that music is something that definitely helps him, but he could also become fearful of the music. He could get a little too involved with it, and at that point it could become harmful to him. I think with Saturday and this music video itself, we're kind of getting a look into what it looks like when it does become too harmful. The fears kind of controlled what the music was and how he's using the music. And once he was broken free from that, he was reminded of something else in his life, right? Someone else he loves, something else he loves. He likes to watch TV with Jenna. This all helps him to escape that environment he was in and reach a different environment altogether. Another thing I found kind of interesting about the lyric, life moves slowly on the ocean floor, is I guess the significance of the term slow in this context. Music appears to be an important subject in this context, an important aspect of what's going on here. They're holding a concert against their will, so basically the bishops are using music to influence other people, which I believe represent other thoughts in Tyler's mind. Whether we're talking the lyrics of the song, the music video, the interlude where you have Jenna apparently talking from the outside world, and by outside world I mean like outside of the context of this concept of Dima, it appears that music is just like this common denominator. The other song that I think of when I think of implicit mention to music and speed is Pet Cheetah off of Trench. So I'm going to pull up the lyrics to that real quick and go through those just to add a little bit of context to this song. I am on an island, no one to confide. 8 days straight, 8 hours each and not one line. I can feel pressure start to possess my mind, so I'll take this beat. I should delete to exercise. No, I move slow. I want to stop time. I'll sit here till I find the problem. So from that, you could gather that he's feeling some kind of pressure to produce a specific something. He's feeling a certain pressure to live up to certain standards, which also relates to a later part of that song where he says this click means so much to this dude. It could make him afraid of his music and scared to death that he could lose it. Sorry, not use it, but lose it. And actually another song I think of when I think of speed is Slow Town, which goes way back. That's regional at best. In that song, he just talks about how he feels things are going too fast and it would be great if he could just go to Slow Town. Much like in Stressed Out, it seems like he just wants to go to a time where things were simpler. So I think he feels that if he can find an environment where he is able to slow down time, he's able to, I guess, push those pressures away, he'd be in a much better state of mind to do the things he wants to do in the ways he wants to do them. Bringing that notion back into this song and having him say that line, life moves slower on the ocean floor. I can't feel the waves anymore. Did the tide forget to move? It kind of all tells me that if he sinks too deep into this, he's just completely removed from reality to the point where he can no longer feel it. And then by the end of the video, we see them getting out of the submarine, escaping and rising to the surface. And by them, I'm referring to Tyler and Josh, and at least some of the people that were stuck in the submarine with them, which I think we could relate to the lyric, will win, but not everyone will get out. In this sense, it feels like, if these people actually represent certain thoughts Tyler has, some of them have escaped the influence that the bishops were having on them. Some of them have escaped the negative thoughts and the fearful thoughts that have kind of invaded their existence. And I find it really cool that you have that visual of Trash kind of swimming underneath them. It's kind of this cool added visual to me that shows that he's supporting them. And that basically summarizes what I saw in this music video and how I interpreted it. With that said, based on the comments some of you left on my last video, you mentioned that Trash the Dragon was actually seized / controlled by another bishop. So I don't know exactly what that means for this story and what's going on here. I assume I'll get further insight into that in the next video, which would be the outside. So I look forward to seeing what happens there. But yeah, I'll have to wait and see for that one. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you all for watching, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Have a great day, y'all.